Oh, hello, party people. Do another PlayStation stream. Every once in a while, I do one stream for one game. Usually, it's probably easy platinum that I still find entertaining. This is as if this is not first time seeing some of these PlayStation videos. You know how much I love the live action video games. You know, if you want to call them that. Usually, there's a decent story as well. We're gonna go one playthrough like we always do, and you know, occasionally I'll pick the first choice all the time. I think I'll mix it up this time and just pick what I want. And eventually I'll get the platinum for the rest. Now, on to other things first before we start that. Like I sort of alluded to before in a previous video, I forget which one it was. The IRL stuff going on right now is getting a little bit better. It's looking more promising, but I still can't and shouldn't give out the details about it. It's not a life or death situation much, but anyway, so we're gonna start Immortality tonight, and I'll show you guys right now. It's what happened to Marissa Marcel. Okay. As far as I know, right, this is about a movie star who, like, I guess it's a murder mystery or something. I never even heard of that company, her half-made. Things are looking good, that's all I can really say. Okay, interactive restoration of 3 movies. What are the options here? Oh, that's interesting. Every click makes it come forward. Oh, that's cool. That's an interesting detail. Okay. Content warning. Strong. Oh, this isn't for all ages. It's just for 18 plus. Like all my videos, which I recommend be 18 plus. Abusive relationships. There's sex in this game. Apparently there's some suicide, some sexual assault, some asphyxia from a murder. I don't know why it tells you how the murder was performed. That kind of ruins it. But hey, whatever. Now I'm sort of wishing I didn't read that. So you know. All right, I'm working on another video, guys, about the Alien Saga, the movies, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm still gathering some stuff together. I think it's gonna be good though. Okay. Zoom 3 times. This is, how does this work? Can I just pick anyone I want? Do you start from a certain one? Am I supposed to start at number 1? That would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, alright, let's go, yes. Once a piece of footage is selected, press X to play it. Oh, is this game what I think it is, like Telling Lies? Do you guys remember that game? I feel like this is very similar. The R stick. Okay.
Now you must be very excited.
I am excited.
Now you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can we tell the people at home how you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting.
It is Johnny Carson.
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it? 10,000?
I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked theater.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda. Well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk. And then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Marissa Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
A fallen angel is ethereal.
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie.
Well, Mr. Fisher was quite the teacher.
Now I heard he can be quite demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head.
Is it Inarius?
Nothing is going to come between him and that, not even the actors.
And this is Mr. Fisher's first film with nudity, correct?
Yes, well, you know, he felt that a modern motion picture should reflect the times.
And you filmed this in Europe.
Correct.
They go for that in Europe, the nudity.
Now, if they show the nudity in the game, can I show it?
If we are lucky, we die naked. So why not?
That's a good question. Maybe I should do some editing if I have to.
And the picture is out soon?
I hope so.
Yeah. And now, you're not in New York only to talk about Ambrosio, but you're filming another picture.
That's right, yes, with John Jurek, who was the director of photography on Ambrosio. We're writing it together.
That is amazing. You are smarter than you look. I'm kidding. So what is this movie about?
So it's called Minsky, and it's about an artist who is killed, and the suspect, the number one suspect, is his muse. That's the part I play. And there is a detective investigating, and he falls for her.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, he has a cop mindset, and it's really about the clash between the artist, how they live, and this cop mindset, the conservative mindset, I guess. He is surprised by how messy the lives of artists are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We've had some on the show. Mr. Warhol. Have you met Mr. Warhol?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Yes, we had him on the show, and he hardly spoke. Such a towering figure, and yet such a small, quiet man person, you know. But his superstars, though, that's what he calls them, superstars. They are quite playful.
Yes, we'd like to put some of them in our movie.
Well, just make sure you've got a chaperone. And you like New York?
Oh, yes, I love the people are so interesting.
All right, well, we've got to take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out for us?
Now, marvelous magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
Magic indeed.
Interesting. Is that the first clip? So, what do I do now? Is it no more? Image mode? I feel like this is a little bit too complicated than it needs to be. Oh my god. Alright guys, I found someone streaming this on YouTube. They did a stream, but then they uploaded the stream to YouTube, so there wasn't any editing. Now, this person has like, more subscribers than me. They have like, just under like, they had almost 30K, 3,000. The game has the warning M on it for mature audiences, but even she questioned during her stream, the recording, am I gonna get banned for this, or like, am I allowed to show this on YouTube? You know, she does, and her channel, as far as I can tell, still exists. But I'm not gonna take that risk. So use your imagination of what comes next, and here's the rest of the game. Here's the rest of my look at the game, and it's only half an hour in total. Adding this little message here will take up like a minute or so, but I can't take the risk. So look up this game yourself if you're interested. It's called Immortality. It's on PlayStation 5, I believe. I don't think there's a PS4 port. So enjoy.
And you too.
So these scenes from the movie.
She's fine. Cut! Reset. Grab Alvira's close-ups and kind of fucking pulls herself together. I can do Marissa shot too. Keep the setup.
So why was she crying? So you're supposed to find the eyeball? Is this how it works? Who am I supposed to zoom in? It doesn't tell you. How are you supposed to know? What am I looking for? Am I supposed to go back? Are we rewinding? Doing the film and the image grid? Can we watch this one again? I don't know how to do this. So now we go to image mode. There should be something else. What's this?
Smile and turn. Cut. Check the gate and let's grab that mother-daughter, Marissa.
Is this part of the scene or is this some...
I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna have Andrew put away. I have money. I have power.
You have power. Money.
You're not in our league, sweetheart. Andrew could rent out Yankee Stadium tonight and pay every single member of the NYPD to come out and watch him rape you on home plate.
What?
You're nothing.
Everybody knows.
This is the modern movie?
The public does. But the people that matter know Andrew. He's the most connected man in the city. He belongs to a different world. And you just threatened him. Do you understand what that means, dear?
I'm Maria. He's gonna be on the front page of every single fucking newspaper in America tomorrow morning. I'm gonna destroy you.
You could have walked away from this.
I am walking away from this.
No,
So the one on the right is the protagonist, right?
do it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Cut.
Let's go again. I can do it better.
We can pick it up.
I wanted them after.
It's late. You need to sleep.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Let's go.
Let's go.
Is there anything else? So when you see the eyeballs, you can click on something. I don't... How are you supposed to know where to click?
Take off your clothes.
Tell me what happened. She didn't die by accident.
She didn't do as she was told. I didn't like that.
It's casting, basically.
Take off your clothes. Now.
You killed her?
Bitch.
Some BDSM stuff.
Hey, I think we need to take a break. No. She scrambles around, reaches, the golden mic is still under the bed. Hand reaching there, and Mike.
Did you kill her?
Why do you fucking care? No, I didn't kill her. My wife did. She put you up to
What is that thing she has in her hand?
Normally she has her boys do her dirty work. Sending you is a novel twist. Never thought she'd hurt me though.
Where is she? Where is she right now?
She's probably up on the roof, swimming in the pool where she killed that bitch Maria. I'll give you anything you want.
You can't give me what I want.
It's supposed to be like a hammer. Holy shit.
You take the key card out of my pocket. And then you're
Hey, are you okay?
So this is like a life imitates art kind of thing? I mean, I guess the obvious ones are just click on their faces, but like, how do you know?
Now let's get this party started.
Let's go again. Clear the fucking room. People upstairs, I'm on screen.
So you can fast forward and rewind through the ones you already saw, I think. Or even this one if I wanted to. And you press triangle to go in an image mode. And microphone. See, that's what I'm saying is like, now it's locking between the two. So like,
This has been my
so
first
it doesn't tell you what
movie.
year
My first movie.
these movies
I
are.
feel like
Just
I
I guess it's
put 4 years
implied.
in film school and acting school and just life in a few months. What a team. Arthur, you were harsh but fair. For everything you put me through, I learned a lot. And your karma is having to spend the next 6 months staring at footage of me while I sleep it off. I hope you see something you like in there.
Everyone, a big round of applause to our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissa Marcel. I love you all, and I'm here only to say that I paid for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous, so please have a drink and toast to our new friends, to movies. To movies! Cheers.
So now who do you pick in this situation? You go on the glasses. Why would you go on the glasses?
A little more complicated than her.
Isn't this what you're looking for? A confession? Now you can close the case.
No, I can't close the case.
I'm touched.
I feel like this is like a life imitates art kind of thing.
The cop out of me doesn't need to know everything how it goes.
You can do that?
So,
And Olga?
Cut.
Work with me here. I need a minute.
Everyone has time for kinks.
Frankie said for him. Hey, can we go again? I was out there.
So, according to the description of the game, these are 3 different movies, but what they have to do with each other, I don't know. It's supposed to be the same actress, but like these are different eras. So how did she achieve immortality?
Yep.
What's your real name?
That is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Sounds like a movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom. What kind of freedom?
Sexual freedom, political freedom, financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits, rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
somewhere between 150 and 200 women?
So, you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Well, have you?
You only live once.
Natasha. You're okay with this, John?
There's something
Am I the boss, Marissa?
bizarrely engaging to this.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and we can all put on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
There he is.
Did Douglas die? Is he the one talking right now? His hand? The lamp? What's going on with his hand?
There'll be makeup on the day.
It's fucking sexy. Don't we make a great couple?
Wow.
Smile, love.
Someone's uncomfortable.
Cross-dressed before, Carl?
No, sir.
An apple pie eating, football playing California boy.
An American classic.
I want you two go take a test drive of the outfit.
Oh, yes.
How so?
Go grab some drinks on Gino's dollar. Take a walk in the wild.
Come on.
She's gonna eat him alive.
So in some cases there's only one person thing that to click. Well, locks over. Yeah, locks over here.
Rehearsal on scene 6. The warehouse, large studio space full of art and young people. The sofa in the middle of the open space, lounging on Holly Honey, Leland Danner, and Lottie Cole. Goodman, you want Franny's alibi to check out, and you let your guard down because more people like you.
Detective Goodman.
Holly Honey.
Franny said you'd be coming.
Was she female
Have to
presenting?
answer a few questions.
Honey doesn't like cops. None of us like cops. Cops think we're deviants. They like to beat up on deviants.
Well, I'm not most cops.
I fucked a cop once. He stuck his stick in my ass.
So, you approve of deviants?
I like art.
You like art. If you knew about artists,
They're the worst. Are you wearing a wire?
No, I don't need a wire. I've got a notepad.
Oh, write it down.
What?
We hate cops.
Okay, so Franny was here Wednesday night?
Oh, yes. We got ourselves a big party.
Oh, the whole night? What time did she leave?
She stayed here. On this very sofa. Bare ass naked.
Did you take any photographs of the party?
You like taking photographs, Mr. Detective?
What the fuck? How do you tell which parts are of the movie and what parts are actually...
Well, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, it would make Goodman feel most uncomfortable.
Oh, I feel pretty uncomfortable.
How much can you bet this is... Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, it's her. Okay.
You look different, Detective. Did you lose your virginity?
Detective Goodman thinks that Minsky's ex is in town. Over Rashnov?
And here's me thinking this is a social call.
Is he still a cop?
I think so.
Have you seen Olga? I saw her at the Minsky show. She was wearing some special earrings, Minsky originals.
She's Minsky's type. Eastern European beauty queens with nice tits. No offense, Franny. I think I've seen her around.
I've seen her in '88. She sits at the bar and eyeballs everyone coming in.
88.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Ah, that line. 88. Is it me or is it the line? Club 88? What's an 88?
Do we need it?
How did I see it in the reads?
We can just pick this up in the close-up, right, John?
Yes, Marissa, cut.
This is from what, the 50s?
Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosio in the pulpit speaks to a large crowd.
The poets speak of the pleasures of the flesh. In the same breath they talk of their souls. The sensations they speak of they misattribute. The elevating of souls they feel is inverted. The rush they feel is the rush of their descent as they plunge into Satan's realm.
Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio said. Ambrosio kisses Matilda's breast as they roll around on his bed.
Voiceover, your body is a gift from God, is loaned you and must be returned when it is time to enter heaven. But little does God think of those that have sold off his gift, those that have misused it. Do not doubt the pleasures of the flesh. They are Satan's currency. Your body is only worth so much. It is possible to bankrupt yourself, to make what God gave you worthless.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Matilda watches from the side, her face mostly concealed by her habit. She smiled.
Satan's trick is that these pleasures, which may at first seem equal to that offered by God in heaven, over time reveal their emptiness, regret, and guilt. The only pleasures left for the harlot and the whore. That magic the poets speak so highly of is soon just the rutting of animals in the street.
Interior, Abbey, Ambrosio said. Matilda is sat in Ambrosio's lap as they make love. He looks over her shoulder, so there is no eye contact. Ambrosio's face is soaked in sweat, a mix of ecstasy and pain.
Voiceover, like a gambler who plays again and again and again to win back his losses, the sinner soon finds themselves debauching themselves further to feel as they once did. Their sins compound, the effects worsen, like a wasp flying into a honey trap. The sinner will find themselves unable to escape. There's only one protection from this trap. It is holiness. It's purity.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Antonia smiles to hear Ambrosio's fire. She knows she is holy and pure.
And what pleasures there are in purity. A sinner may look back and remember what it felt like to be clean, that lightness of soul. To feel God's eye fall upon us and to meet gaze with our own eyes open and pride in our hearts. This is the true pleasure of the flesh.
Commands at Antonia in the audience.
Who does he keep looking at? The director or something?
Abby. Ambrosio Cell. Ambrosio is thrusting into Matilda from behind, his hands on her neck. He pushes her face into the bed as he thrusts.
The controller is vibrating right now.
Are violent, desperate. His eyes are empty. He climaxes. Oh, rose of Matilda. Eyes still empty. Matilda turns her head up from the bed. Sad as they move.
Prila, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was too fast.
Interior, Cathedral of the Capuchins. Ambrosio sits in the confession booth, listens to a rich lady.
I was jealous towards a friend.
In what way?
Her husband bought her a necklace of considerable beauty and value.
She waits.
Is that all?
She feels the pressure to entertain Ambrosio.
I have had impure thoughts.
Please detail them.
There is a servant in my employ who is very handsome. I have daydreamed of kissing him and of treating him as my husband.
You imagined fornicating with your servant?
Yes. Once it came into my head by accident, but I have twice since put my mind to recalling it. This is all I can remember. I'm sorry for these and all my sins.
These are grave sins. As your confessor, I must ignore my disgust and help you return from the abyss.
I did not act on these.
You have let Satan into your heart. You are infected with his poison. The remedy for this will be severe.
Yes, Father.
Every morning on waking, 2 Hail Marys. Limit your diet to water and bread. In the afternoon, pray the rosary before bed. Another Hail Mary. Do you show contrition?
My God, I am heartily sorry for having offended you, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because I have offended you, my God, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve with the help of your grace to test my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Amen.
Ambrosio is distracted by his thoughts. Interior, Abby. Ambrosio says, Matilda is going down on Ambrosio. He doesn't look at her.
Would you care to explain what that means, my dear? For the benefit of Marissa here.
She's sucking.
I know what oral sex is.
Wow.
Voiceover. God, the Father of mercies, for the death and resurrection of his Son, reconciled the world to himself and sent the Holy Spirit amongst us for the forgiveness of sins. For the ministry of the
So what happens if I fast forward it? Does it still count as like a complete scene?
And of the Son and of the Holy Spirit.
He climaxes on amen. Let's hear it.
Oh.
Bigger.
It's a porno.
Well, I need a cigarette. Back in 10?
Interesting. Alright, so we did about half an hour of this game. Apparently there's no choices, so to speak. It's just which image you zoom in on that you can zoom in on dictates the next scene. I assume it's the next one. But there's no time. This is all scattered scenes, so there's no timeline to. The timeline is not the order that the movies are in. So you're seeing separate scenes in different time periods. Because one was like modern. This one's the one with the bathtub scene. That was like, I don't know, that fucking 1800s. I'm not sure. And then there's one in the middle, like this, for example, was during like the 50s or 60s, I think. I don't think it's the 70s because I don't really see any hipster stuff, or hippie stuff rather. Sorry. It's interesting. Now I'm gonna go and look up if anyone else has streamed this game, because I want to see what they did with like the partial nudity scenes. So there you have it, guys. This game is a lot more than I realized it was. I thought it was gonna be a lot simpler. There is a lot of resemblance to Telling Lies. It's also a live action game. But I think in that I think you ask questions in that game. Like you can literally type them out. And I think that's a game where you need the keyboard to make things faster instead of using the controller on the PlayStation. But yeah, I can't tell whether I like it yet or not, but this is very intriguing to me. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.